My grandmother left $2 million to whoever failed her test. The will reading was supposed to be straightforward. 7 grandchildren equal shares of her estate. Then the lawyer pulled out a second envelope marked open only if all instructions are followed. Grandma had been a math teacher for 40 years. Equal but fair, she used to say. When dementia took her memories, we took turns visiting, making sure she was never alone at the facility. At least that's what we all claimed. The first instruction was simple. Each grandchild had to write down the exact dates and times of every visit they'd made in her final year. No checking phones or calendars. Just memory. My cousin started writing immediately. Marcus listed 52 visits, one every Sunday. Jennifer claimed 3 times a week. David wrote down elaborate details about holiday visits, birthday celebrations, special occasions that everyone would remember. I wrote down 4 visits, 4 pathetic visits in an entire year. The lawyer collected our papers, then pulled out a leather journal, Grandma's visitor log from the nursing home. Every single visit documented by the front desk, requiring ID and signature. Marcus had visited 3 times, Jennifer twice. David hadn't been there since Christmas 2 years ago. My cousin Sarah, who'd written 12 visits, had actually come 137 times, Ori's Tuesday and Thursday afternoons when she knew nobody else would be there. But here's the thing, one hell or other cause. I hadn't written 4 visits because that's all I remembered. I'd written 4 because that's all I'd actually done, and I wasn't going to lie about it. The second envelope contained another message. The inheritance goes not to whoever visited most, but to whoever told the truth about their failures. The money was to be split between Sarah and me. Sarah, who'd earned it through devotion, me, who'd apparently earned it through honesty about my neglect. My cousins erupted. David threatened to contest the will. Marcus accused me of knowing about the test somehow. Jennifer said Grandma's dementia had clearly affected her judgment. The lawyer read Grandma's final note. A teacher always knows who's cheating. Sarah loved me enough to show up. Katie respected me enough not to lie about it. The rest of you insulted my memory twice, first by abandoning me, then by thinking I was too far gone to notice. Sarah refused her half, said she didn't visit for money. She visited because Tuesday and Thursday afternoons Grandma would sometimes remember her name. I tried to refuse too, but the lawyer said Grandma had anticipated this. If we rejected the inheritance, it would go to the nursing home staff who'd been our grandmother's only consistent companions. Last week I used part of the money to create a fund at the nursing home. It pays for staff to spend extra time with residents who never get visitors. She still goes every Tuesday and Thursday, but now she visits the forgotten ones. My cousins found a new reason to be angry. The nursing home had security footage of the visitor logs. Grandma had watched them being reviewed with the facility director every month, fully aware of who came and who didn't. Her dementia took her short-term memory, not her ability to recognize patterns. For 3 years, she'd sat by that window, keeping her own tally in a notebook. Nobody thought she could still use. She knew exactly who showed up. More importantly, she knew who lied about it. Marcus posted on Facebook about how Grandma's mental illness had torn our family apart. 47 likes from people who didn't know she'd taught calculus until the day she couldn't remember the word for pencil, but could still solve differential equations. The test wasn't about the visits. It was about what we do when we thought nobody was keeping score. Grandma knew her mind was going. The test was her last lesson plan, prepared while she still could. She'd written those envelopes 2 years ago when she was diagnosed. Then she'd waited, watching us reveal ourselves. Yesterday, the nursing home called. They'd found another envelope in Grandma's room addressed to the liars. Fi was a photo of her at 30, standing in front of her classroom, pointing at the board where she'd written, "Character is what you do when you think nobody's watching." Beneath it, in her shaky handwriting from last year, "I was always watching."